video for homework today or for tonight. We need to finish up this practice and debrief. I want you all to take a look at these, go over them on your own if you haven't already, but I really want to focus on these word problems. So the first one, I'm actually just going to do A from each of these, and I want you guys on your own to complete the B's. So for this first A, let's look at our problem. When an adult takes an ibuprofen tablet, the amount of ibuprofen in the person's body system decreases by about 30% every hour. And I think we might need to know this milligrams also. So the question is, write an equation to represent the amount of ibuprofen in their body for every hour. So remember our equation base is y equals a times b to the power of x. And a is our starting value, start, and b is our multiplier. So when I'm looking at this, I need to figure out what my A and what my B are. So looking back up here, what's my starting value? If you can, pause this video and see if you look back up at the equation or at the word problem, try to guess what the starting value is. Okay, so hopefully you paused. And the starting value is actually this 300 milligrams because that's our starting value of ibuprofen. That's how much ibuprofen is in our system. So now I can put that in. We have y equals 300 times b to the power of x. Now I got to figure out what my b is. So pause the video. What do you think my multiplier is? Okay, hopefully you paused and you could see decreases by 30%. So we got to do a little bit of math here. So we have 30%, and we need to turn that into a decimal point. Remember, we do that by moving the percentage or the decimal over 2 spots to the left. So our decimal is 0.3. So now though, since we are decreasing, we have to do 1 minus 0.3. If it was increasing, we'd do 1 plus 0.3, but since we're going down, we do 1 minus 0.3. Let me get my calculator. 1 minus 0.3 equals 0.7. So actually our multiplier then is 0.7. So here is our final equation. Y equals 300 times 0.7 to the power of x. So I want you guys to do B on your own. And you're trying to figure out how much of the tablet will be present after 4 hours. Your big clue here is 4 hours. So I want you to rewrite this equation, y equals 300 times 0.7 to the power of x. But this time you need to put something in for x. So go ahead and do that. Now I want us to move over to 3. I'm going to do A again, just to get you started thinking about this. So we always read our question first. A construction company purchased some equipment. The value of the equipment can be represented by the function f of x equals 50,000 times 0.86 to the power of x, where f of x is the value of the equipment after x years. So we're wondering, what is A in the function, and what does it represent in terms of the situation? Let me rewrite our equation. Y equals A times B to the power of X. And in this one, we're looking for A, right? So A, if we remember, is our starting value. Start. Look back up at the equation, and it's already giving it to us. 50,000. So A equals 50,000 because that's where it is. 50,000. That's where it is in the equation. But I need to figure out, what does it represent in terms of the situation? What is our starting value? Let's look back up here. A construction company purchased, that's an important word, some equipment. The value of the equipment can be represented by this function. So I'm thinking that it has something to do with price, right? Purchased some equipment. If it's our starting value, maybe it's the starting price of equipment. Because that's our starting value, and what is going to be changing in this situation. Okay, so that's A. I want you now to look at B. What is B in this function? And I'll give you a hint that B is our multiplier, right? But what does that mean? Multiplier. What does that mean? And what does it represent in terms of the situation? You're going to be looking back up here. What does that number mean? Okay. You guys have got this. If you have any questions, reach out to me and I will talk to you soon. Bye.